Hey, Ginger, it's Luke here from King Country. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, Luke. How are you?
I am good. I can't complain.
Well, we can. It's just good when we don't.
That's right. That's a good point. I like that. I like that.
I know. I say that on my show a lot. I say, well, I can't complain. And I'm like, but then I'm going to.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Well, I'm so excited to talk to you. And some of those, I tell you, when I put up that I'm doing a For King and Country interview, I get too many fan questions and I don't get to all the content I usually need to get to. So I'm going to try to cover that first and then fans' questions after that. So I make sure I cover everything.
That works for me. That's fine.
Well, first of all, we were starting to do the interview mainly because of your Christmas tour with Zach Williams, which you're going to be here December 9th in Grand Rapids, Michigan. So I'm really, really pumped to come. You guys make a fantastic Christmas tour. I'm so excited, and especially to see Zach Williams with you guys.
Oh, I think it'll be. I think it's going to be a wonderful night. So we're excited. We're excited to be in Grand Rapids December 9th, and just to hang out today for a moment will be great as well.
And what's even more awesome about it is your album drops on October 5th. So your album will be out. So I'm assuming you're going to be singing songs from your new album, which is Burn the Ships, correct?
That's correct. Yeah, we will be doing all of the above.
And I see it's coming out on vinyl. How awesome are you guys?
Well, we went to the press the other day where they actually pressed to make the vinyl, and
I saw that
it's,
video.
it's it's amazing that vinyl even exists. It's a fascinating process, and yeah, it's a cool thing. So we're gonna finally be one of the cool cats with the vinyl.
I won't say finally being one of the cool cats. I mean, you guys are already cool. By
Well, you're kind.
association, if nothing else, your sister made you cool.
There you go. I like that.
Yeah, as a sister, I like to take credit for my brother. So,
That's good.
well, I'm really excited about. I love that you guys are sharing little clips from the songs on Facebook because it's so cool. One of the songs that I just listened to had a little reggae feel to it, and I was like, "Yes, I am digging this album already." And you haven't released all the little clips yet, so I'm excited.
Well, we hope. I think that's the idea. Is to release some of these things, so people can get an idea. You know, they kind of sense what's coming. But it has been a fun project to work on, and we're definitely ready to release it and see what all of our friends all over the world think about it. It'll be a cool test.
Well, so I will answer or answer. I will ask a few questions. You have to answer them. So Andrew Loggins said, "When is the next movie coming out?" He's already ready for another movie.
Well, first we got a album, and movies are very, very complicated things. It's kind of remarkable, to be honest, that they ever get made, and we have hopes to make another one in the next couple of years, but it kind of hold your breath and wait, and when we've got some information, we'll say. But we don't want to, we don't want to just make a movie for the sake of making a movie.
Yeah.
You got to make sure that it's born out of passion and born out of a necessity, a need. Just making a movie for the sake of it, it's just too difficult. They're just too hard to make. So we want it to be a story that the world needs to hear. So we're working on that kind of beginning stages now, and we'll see where it goes.
Oh, well, Chris Finley, that ties into his question. What inspired you to write Priceless? The song and obviously the movie has a lot to do with that.
Yeah, well, we have kind of talked about chivalry, and Joel and I, we've got two sisters. We've talked about some things for a long time. But one of the things that we started very, very early on in our career was we had this priceless movement. We would say to women, hey, culture says for you to talk and to dress and act like you're worth nothing more than a penny, but we believe that there's a God who says that you're priceless. And it was such a potent thing early on in our career that we didn't have a song at the time. We obviously didn't have a movie. And so as we kind of explored it a little bit more, we thought, hey, there's something about this pulp. I wonder if we make a movie around it. And when we started working on the movie, we thought, well, we are musicians. We should probably write a song about it as well.
Yeah.
And it was a more of a I don't know if phenomenon is the right word, but it was more of a statement in a cultural. It had more cultural impact than I think that we ever anticipated. And I think that it comes down to a lot of people don't think that they're worth anything. I think a lot of people think that they're worthless, and they make decisions based off of that. And we want to let people know, quite the contrary, that they're priceless. And so, you're right. That inspired the movie and inspired the song.
Well, I want you to know you kind of reverse inspired somebody. We had, I interviewed some guys that was called Ride for Freedom, and it was four guys that were 20 to 21 that were so moved by the need for taking sex trafficking out of Cambodia that they rode across the country on bikes, on bicycles. They did 3,200 miles in 50 days, and they aren't even cyclists or anything. And they did that to raise money and awareness, and they raised over in that 52 or 50 days, I guess it was, they raised over $50,000, and 27 girls were rescued. Like, and I told them about the movie while they were on their trip, because at night they had nothing to do except because they were camping on the road, on the side of the road or wherever, while, to save money. And so I I digitally bought it on one of the streaming sites so that they could download it to their phone and watch it while they were on their bicycling tour. And that meant so much to them because it gave them, like a day in the life, to,
Yeah.
really see it for themselves, because they were moved by all the stories. But these people send SWAT teams in to rescue the girls and the women, and then they rehabilitate them. And I was so incredibly moved by these kids that were 20 to 21 years old, which is usually not an age where you get inspired to run out and do a ministry event like that. And they wanted me to make sure that you knew what that film meant to them while they were doing this bicycling campaign across the country. Just, four kids, you know how it is, four guys. You've done it, sweating on a tour bus. They were sweating on the side of the road in a tent, just, but, that it's kind of cool how they were already speaking out about that. But to see that film meant so much to them. So I just wanted to make sure you both knew that. It was such a cool
That's
thing.
awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. That's amazing.
I have a really cool question. Sometimes I get a lot of questions about your music, obviously, but Dave Moore wanted to know, what kind of souvenirs do you guys collect when you're on the road?
Oh, what kind of souvenirs? Well, my wife and I are coffee drinkers. We enjoy.
Oh, your whole family is coffee drinkers. Let's get real, right?
That's right. That's right. And so mugs is one of those things. I don't do it like religiously, but I will. If I'm in a place that's like, oh, this is kind of special, I'll go try and pick up a Starbucks mug or some sort of mug or something that just kind of, is a little bit about where we're at or something like that. But that's probably as far as good. My brother Joel plane ticket stubs.
Oh, cool. But then you get so many of them.
There's just so many.
Yeah.
It doesn't even. It's almost like loses its luster a little bit. And so I don't know what to do.
Well, that kind of, feeds into my next question, and I'm going to I'm going to, put a disclaimer out there. You can't say that you'd be in the coffee business, but Allie Rogers wants to know, if not music, what career do you think you guys would have chosen? And you can't say coffee because that's the default like industry you're in.
Yeah, man, I love sports, and that's what I originally wanted to do. I was playing basketball in high school, and I tore my ACL when I was a junior in high school, playing my first game of basketball that year, and that was, kind of a way of God saying, I don't want you to play sports anymore. But I love it, and it's funny. Back many years ago, I would have thought that, if I wasn't doing music, I would have done that. But I don't know if that's the case anymore. I think that, I've seen the power of music, and I don't think I would be involved in music if I wasn't doing it with my brother Joe. But there's so many other avenues of music. I don't think I would be an artist, put it that way, if I wasn't doing it with my brother Joe. But there's the songwriting side. There's the the business side of it, that I think if I wasn't doing this, that's something that, I've spent a lot of time doing now. Maybe I would be involved in that. So it's, that's maybe a two-for answer. If not sports, then I'd probably still be in the industry doing something. And then at other points, I love the church, and I love being able to be involved a little bit more. It's difficult, obviously, because of the schedule that we keep, but that would be probably something that I would be interested and involved in quite a lot as well.
Well, for anybody who wants to find out about your tour information or about the new album and how to buy that, can they go to just your website, or where's the best place to go for kind of tour information as well as to get your new album?
Yeah, MrKingandCountry.com. That's got everything as maybe could be expected. But obviously we're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and all those other places. So hopefully it's easy to find us if you just Google King and Country or you go to our website.
And another reason to buy it is because your wives actually are on this album.
That's right. Yeah, my wife Courtney and Joel's wife Mariah, we sing the last track of the entire album, a song called Pioneers. And we wrote the song originally with all of our band guys. They just played on the album, and or they just played kind of a track, and we were like, oh, let's see this piece of music that they created. So Joel and I went and wrote lyrics and melodies with another friend of ours, and we kept saying this thing, or singing this line, let's be pioneers. And so it was kind of this kind of romantic, hey, let's pioneer through marriage together, that type of thing. But at first, we didn't have our wives singing on it, so it was just Joel and I singing it. It was very strange to be singing this song with my brother. And so when we put our wives on it, it kind of all made sense.
Right.
Like, come on, no, let's be pioneers, marriage and life together. And when you're pioneering in anything, there's challenges. There's the moments that aren't so pretty, but then there are the moments that you built something together, something so magical and beautiful through that is really quite remarkable. So that's a very special song on the album.
Well, I'm excited about the entire album, and I'm excited about this tour and you guys coming here. When you come to Grand Rapids, if you need anybody to just bang a drum, like I'm game. So like, or if I need to bring my own or a tambourine, I'm in. I love everything that you guys do, and I think so much of both of you guys, and Meredith and Rebecca and everybody else that's involved with you guys. So I think you guys have something incredibly special going, and truly excited about the album, and can't wait to just start spinning everything that I'm in love with. And by the way, my friend Twyla from Canada turned me on to Your Greatest Showman. Oh my goodness. Like, you blew my mind, guy, on The Greatest Showman. That's one of my favorite movies now of all time, and I'm a big musical fan. But man, you guys nailed that. And I'm very critical about people who try to play with that soundtrack. And you nailed it, especially you, Luke. Like, I was like, man, you were fantastic. I just had to tell you that real quick.
Well, you're very kind. Well, thank you very much for the time, and we look forward to seeing you in Grand Rapids.